Hi, everybody. Good Saturday morning. It is late in the 5 a.m. hour as this posts. I just wanted to get ahead of the game here and talk a little bit about the weather here now before we're on air. In fact, you can join us on 7 News between 6 and noon today. We're going to have weather updates. We're going to have live reports from the field. And we're going to be talking about, as we go deeper into the morning, what will be deteriorating conditions across the area. This is what Viper radar looked like during, say, the 5:30 a.m. half hour. Your results may vary by the time you view this, but widespread snow has been seen in the mountains, the foothills, and the heavier stuff has been working into the far northern upstate. It has been flurries farther south. Don't worry, everybody's going to catch up. With the snow moving in, we've also seen temperatures falling. We saw our highs for the day early this morning in the 30s. There, we're talking post-midnight and right after midnight. Ever since the precipitation's been moving in, temperatures have been tumbling, and we will continue to see that through the day. And that's going to hold us in the 20s for most of the day across the area, maybe a couple teens in the mountains. Snow is going to be likely from this morning into the afternoon. Some of that is going to be moderately heavy at times. We will see a few holes in the snow shield begin to open up in some of our western counties by late afternoon, and that process is going to spread eastward as we go through the evening hours. So by the time we get to about 7, 8 o'clock this evening, we're seeing still probably some snow showers near the North Carolina-Tennessee border and over about the eastern half of the upstate. And then as we head toward the midnight hour, we're going to continue to see that moisture drying up. We might still have a few brief light snow showers or some flurries out there, but most of our snow is going to fall basically between the time you see this, if you haven't already seen some stick, and dinner time, basically. Once we get past that, any further accumulation should be relatively limited. Now let's talk accumulation. Our latest hour-by-hour snowfall forecast run, our in-house model, shows that the heaviest amounts are going to be where you see the pinks, right on the North Carolina-Tennessee border. Those higher peaks, northern sections of Swain and Haywood counties, could see close to a foot of snow. It'll be a general 6 to 10 inches up there. Most other mountain locations, it's going to be 5 to 8 inches. See the areas in purple, we could see 7, 8 inches on an isolated basis within there. Now for the upstate, we're going to see a decent range. There's probably going to be a little area in the western upstate that is going to get kind of gypped in terms of snow compared to everybody else, 3 to 5 inches. Everybody's getting accumulating snow. We're just talking about how much or how less much, if you will. Most of the rest of the area in the upstate, it looks like it's going to be 5 to 8 inches of snow. Again, there are some little purple spots that show up, particularly in the northeastern upstate. We are expecting within the broader snow shield that we may see individualized bands of snow set up that may be brief, but they may produce some heavy snow pours, if you will. And that could yield some localized higher amounts that could be close to 9, 10 inches. Not everybody's going to get that. Most folks are going to be in that 5 to 8 inches as it stands right now. Now, keep in mind, this is not going to be a heavy wet snow because the air is so cold through the column of the atmosphere. It takes really limited moisture to create snow. So this is going to be that light, fluffy snow, not necessarily good for snowballs or snowmen, but good for skiing and sledding. And it's also going to be, because it's light, it's not going to weigh down as much on objects like trees or power lines, meaning the chance for power outages is going to be much lower than what we would see if this was one of those heavy, wet snows. Now, if you are going to be outside, avoid travel if you can, particularly as this gets deeper into the day and as we start to see the snow pile up. The winter storm warning continues for our entire area till 7 in the morning Sunday due to snow-covered roads and the potential for some very hazardous travel. Now, if you are going to be outside, or you're thinking, oh, the kids are going to play outside, you really need to have them dressed appropriately for the weather because it is going to be cold, and the wind is going to make it feel even worse. An extreme cold warning is in effect from 7 this evening until 10 in the morning tomorrow for the upstate. Now, in the mountains, that runs from 1 this afternoon till 1 in the afternoon tomorrow. Why? Because the feels-like temperatures are going to bottom out. We are going to have air temperatures in the 20s today, and we are going to drop into the single digits tonight. We are going to end up, as a result, with temperatures that are going to be, feels like temperatures, when you factor in the wind, that will be dropping off tonight to perhaps some below zero readings in portions of the upstate, and well below zero readings in the mountains. In fact, our latest hour-by-hour wind chill shows that 5 o'clock this evening, we're close to zero for that feels-like temperature in the mountains and into the teens in the upstate. Those wind chills overnight drop well down into the single digits in the upstate and deep into below zero readings across western North Carolina. We could see a few below zero readings in the upstate as well, and it's solidly below zero in the mountains for those feels-like temperatures. Now, higher elevations are going to be even colder. We could be looking at peaks 20, 25, 30 degrees below zero when you factor in the wind in the mountains of western North Carolina going into late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Get to daybreak, it's still well below zero with the wind chills, even after daybreak in the mountains, and you get back up to single-digit wind chills by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It is going to be, well, brutal, to say the least. Wind gusts are going to be in the 20s to around 30 in the upstate. Temperatures at 27, that's kind of this morning as I do this. We're hanging in there. I think temperatures are going to hold steady or even fall a little bit. 12 for the upstate tonight. Some folks may get into the single digits. Most of us will be in the lower teens. Mid-30s and sunny tomorrow. So we are going to see some melting, but there's going to be a refreeze tomorrow night. So there will be some travel issues continuing into at least Monday. We'll see how long it takes to melt this snow off. Light, fluffy snow, because it has less water content, should melt off and evaporate more quickly than if it was a heavy, wet snow. So I think Monday morning is going to be dicey. I can't tell you if Tuesday morning is going to be dicey. Anything that might still be around Monday during the afternoon will refreeze Monday night. We are going to get warmer with time. We've got another system coming in Wednesday. Right now, it looks like primarily a rainmaker for the upstate. If the timing of that changes and the precipitation comes in and we get those temperatures coming in a little bit lower for Wednesday morning, then that might mix with a few flakes of snow at onset, but it does not look like a big wintry system for us at this point. We'll continue to monitor it. And in the mountains, we're looking at gusts today and tonight, 30s and 40s, snow, blowing snow. 6 tonight, as mentioned, those wind chills are going to be brutal. Still windy tomorrow, only in the 20s. So below freezing, nothing melts on Sunday. You'll start that melting process Monday afternoon after another very, very cold start to the day. You'll likely see refreezing Monday night. Warmer still on Tuesday. And then that next system is going to bring a mix of snow and rain to the mountains on Wednesday. How much of each still in some question. It's going to be a relatively milder system. And it's kind of borderline as far as snow and rain are concerned going in early Wednesday morning with those temperatures that are going to be close to freezing. Again, we'll be on air all morning long from 6 o'clock onward. We'll see you on air then. Otherwise, stay safe, everybody. Stay home if you can, and stay indoors out of the cold and the wind if you can as well.